My approach is that science describes the steady state of the world when God is not performing miracles. Sometimes God performs a miracle, and he breaks that steady state. The reason why I like this approach so much is because I think we all kind of intuitively believe it too. Anybody who believes in miracles and understands some science believes that science is describing the steady state of nature the way God made it, and that it doesn't vary very much, but that God has the authority to come in and smash the whole thing and do a miracle. And that a miracle is essentially when science goes offline for a few minutes, right? So how long would the universe have taken to make if God had not intervened with a miracle? How long does it take matter to turn into this room and me and you? And the answer is, I believe firmly, about 14 billion years. Is that 14 billion years is how long it takes to make a universe from scratch. And that 4.5 billion years is about how long it takes to make a world from scratch. That's the approximate age of the planet. But God tells us in the Torah that he did not do that. He made a miracle. He says, Breishis bara Elokim, Esa Shamayim ve'esa Aretz. I made a miracle and I did it faster. God's very fast. He can do miracles. I believe that God made the world in 6 days, rested on the seventh, and that the world is only about 6,000 years old, but that's not how you make a world. So science is describing what would have happened had God not made a miracle, but God did make a miracle. In this way, the beauty and the power of this message, of this method, is that it doesn't take anything away from the scientific discoveries. You can 100% believe in and work with biogeochronology. You can work with the ages of rock formations. You can work under the assumption that we're dealing with what a world would have done had God not sped it up. But at the same time, there's no violation of Torah whatsoever. The Torah says that this is how old the world is, it's how old the world is. The power of the approach is that we haven't twisted Torah, and we haven't twisted science. Because science doesn't claim to describe a miracle, and the Torah doesn't claim to be describing a steady state.